Hey everybody. So I want to talk a little bit about these things I've been seeing on Twitter and Instagram. Right now on Facebook, there's a Zoom group. There's lots of groups, recovery groups, and you can tap into those. I'm tapped into them, and I see people commenting about how, either they say, are you going to stay sober? How are you going to stay sober through this, right? How are you going to, how could we possibly be sober during this coronavirus? I'm so scared. Other people are going, I choose to be sober. Hashtag fuck coronavirus. This virus isn't going to get me down, And I think about it and I think, God, this has nothing to do with the coronavirus. Staying sober has nothing to do with what's happening in your life. See, the problem with being sober, the problem with drinking and using, any kind of addiction, is that you can't deal with life on life's terms. It doesn't matter what happens. So I can decide I'm going to stay sober. I can't stay sober. I can't stay sober no matter what, right? I mean, it is impossible for a girl like me to stay sober because I hate the way I feel sober. But I found an answer, right? I found a spiritual answer, a spiritual solution to my problem. A lot of people have. I happen to have found it in the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I found a way of living where I can deal with anything. See, otherwise I can't deal with nothing. Let me explain to you what that looks like, okay? I can say that I'm going to drink because of the coronavirus. Or I could say, oh my God, they have a vaccine. It's already ready. Or they found a medicine we already take that stops the virus. We're all going to be okay. Let's have a drink. Right? I can drink because there's not enough tests for everybody to test if they have coronavirus. Or I can drink because they have a test. Yay, they came out with a test. Do you see what I mean? I can test because I can drink because I'm out of work, or I can drink because we're going back to work. I can drink because I don't have any toilet paper, or I could drink because I found toilet paper. Do you see that? The coronavirus has nothing to do with this, right? I can say, fuck coronavirus, but if I'm not doing a spiritual program of recovery, I'm not going to stay sober. This virus is very much like alcoholism and addiction. The difference is there's an answer for addiction right now, and there's not for coronavirus. But if you don't do the work, you're not going to stay sober. So it doesn't matter about how you feel about coronavirus or how you feel about being out of work. It matters what you're doing. What are you doing today? Whether you're at work or at home, whether there's a cure or no cure, whether there's a vaccine or no vaccine, whether you have toilet paper or you don't have toilet paper, whether you're stuck in the house or you're free to go wherever you want. What are you doing today to stay sober? Your circumstances have nothing to do with sobriety. It's all up here. Selfishness and self-centeredness will kill you. You have got to think about other people. Now the challenge is, now that we're stuck at home, how can we be helpful? Used to be, we'd go to meetings and make sure the club room was open for people to get to a meeting, right? Or we'd help people out there at work, at home, wherever. Now we're challenged to do it at home. Help the people in your house. Help your neighbors. Take out their trash cans. When you have to go for essentials, grab extra essentials for them. Text them, call them, put a note on their door, ask them what their phone number is. Hi, I've never met you before because I'm a selfish, self-centered prick who stays in my house all the time and is on my phone and always worried about myself. What's your phone number so I can text you and see if you need anything? Right? Hey, I see you have small children in the house. Can I go to the store for you? You know what I mean? That's the only challenge you have, is to figure out how to be fucking useful. And it shouldn't be that big of a change for you because you're so fucking selfish anyway. Alcoholics and addicts, I'm telling you, for me too. Not a big difference about me staying at home. It's all about me, all the time. So if you want to stay sober, it doesn't matter about how you feel about this, how you feel, I'm scared. You know what? If you're in recovery, we don't have time to be scared. We owe. Now is our chance. There is lots of work to do. Make some fucking masks, right? Make some kids some lunch. Volunteer to get some food out to these kids that usually eat only at school and aren't eating now. Let's think about what we can do to be helpful here. There's no time to sit around and wonder if you're going to stay sober. If you're wondering if you're going to stay sober, you're probably not. You got to get fucking busy right now. You know, you got to realize that if you don't stay sober, it doesn't matter if they come up with a cure or not. It doesn't matter. If you get drunk or loaded, right? And they say, okay, the stay-at-home thing is gone. You can go wherever you want. You will be stuck in your bathroom shooting up, or in your garage smoking heroin. Nothing's gonna change. So quit the bullshit. Maybe normal people get to do this, but alcoholics and addicts are full of shit. Right from the get-go. We prefer to be alone. We want to think about ourselves. The challenge is let's think about someone else, right? This is just a reason for us to complain and whine and be victims. Well, we have zero fucking time for that. You got to figure out how to stay sober one day at a time. I'm on here. I'm giving suggestions all the time. I know what I'm doing. I can tell you, and I have been telling you what I do to stay sober. So I don't want to hear any more about this. I wonder if I can stay sober through this. You know, don't even bother. Just get busy.